This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Looking downfield, he's got all the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. With that grab, he now sits. At 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The Rams at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now it's Richardson. Looking for Campbell downfield. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray going to fire this out to Harrison. You talk about this Rams defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2nd down and 8. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's the first carry for Sean Tucker.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Murray going to fire one out wide. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. A give up the middle with Benson. And And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The extra point by Ryland up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
These two teams all tied after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Richardson. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early. Puka Nakua, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Richardson. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Murray. To the sideline, Hamler with a catch. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
18 Rattler. Ready, come back team, 65.
Richardson looking to throw this. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Richardson back to throw it. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here Richardson yet again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
That's quickly out to Harrison. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, it's Benson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a yard. Another run here with Benson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And he'll get it down here to the 43. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
Murray going to throw. Finding his target is Trey McBride. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hamler, the motion man left. Throwing now is Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now they send a running back in motion right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. island now following the touchdown. Back out to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have the Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find them in this type of a situation.
And when you present 5 wide receivers in a pattern, that asks a lot of your offensive line because sometimes they'll actually bring a little extra pressure towards the quarterback. They've got to protect, and the ball has to come out fast as well. That one was knocked away.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. A short throw there pulled in by All. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Brooks is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go now.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! Puka Nacua with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Cardinals 13.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Murray now. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On play action, it's Murray. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw is Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going for it, here's Benson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Once again, it's Brooks. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from...
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Here comes the Rams punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.